In this video, I am going to discuss about website. You can set your website on your own, or if you already have a website, have a checklist to check all those things that I'm going to cover. If you are following all those aspects, right? Let us jump into the session. So the first thing which you have to do is register a domain name. And for domain name, you can go for Namecheap or hosting space. Now to have your website, you need a space to have your website, which is the hosting space. You can go for Bluehost, and the Bluehost is giving, I think so, 1 year free domain. So you can straight away go ahead and book your register your hosting space at Bluehost. Below this video, I have given you my affiliate link for Bluehost. You can click on the link to take to Bluehost's website, which I'll be taking you through, and you can follow the process of registering and also setting up your website on your own. Now, before you registering your domain, do not run immediately. You have to focus on certain aspects of what name you want to have. If you already have, well and good, you can proceed with just checking checklist ticking. Otherwise, if you are setting for yourself a new website, you have to go for brand name. So before you going into registering domain, take your time and think what you want to do. Do you want to have your name as the brand that you are going to build? If you are a solopreneur, you can start building in your own name, because you will create a brand for yourself. Based on that brand, you can keep developing, going to the next levels. You can create your company brand name later on. So it's up to you what you want to go about. So once you're ready with your brand name, go ahead and book the domain. A domain can be in .com. If it is available in .com, go ahead and book, or you can go for .in, which is exclusively for India. One more aspect you have to do a research in Google is, in your clinic name, is there any other clinic in your area or in your city, so that you are not doing a blunder in choosing a name which is going to clash with another clinic. So whatever efforts that you are putting, it must not go to another clinic as well. So be very clear on the name that you are choosing, and also ensure no other clinic is there in that name in your area at least, right? So have this in mind. Also, if you believe in astrology, numerology, or any other aspects, kindly check your name with your astrologers, and then go about in going for the domain name registration. So once you are ready with your domain, the next important thing that you have to do is have a logo. Create a logo. So what should the logo have? Either you can have logo like how I have Prakash, I have created the logo in my name itself. Or you can go for initials. I can just go for VP. So the initial will be the logo. Or icon. You can select an icon, or you can also have your signature as a logo. So it's up to you of how you want a logo for yourself. Now this logo creates uniqueness for you. Your signature is unique, right? So you can have that as logo, which will be very unique, and it will be different, because I have noticed most of the doctors have the sign and the colors remains the same, more or less greenish blue or red. So it's better you have a, so you are differentiating in logo. From the beginning itself, you are doing differently so that you are not the same, right? So you can decide on how you want your logo to be. The next is color. The color that you want to have for your logo as well as your entire website, and the same color you have to maintain throughout your clinic, your all the marketing activities, your social profiles, in all the places you have to maintain the same color theme. So what is the color theme you want to have? Pick one primary color and mix it with black and white, which is the normal procedure. If you look at my website, I have pinkish red as in one color, and I have mixed with black and white. So have one major color, and black and white you can use it in the all other places. So have one signature color. The next is photo of yours. So you ensure you have these things in place which you can utilize to your website. You can also add, so you can have your photo, your awards and recognitions photos or certificates that you have, and accreditations also you can input. And photos of your clinic or hospital. So have these things in place so that you can use the same for your website. Next is brand theme. Have a theme for your brand. So you get lots of free themes available. I suggest going for WordPress website. So you get free themes available. You can choose any one of the theme. Use the theme to build your website. So you can select the theme and start building the website. The next you have to keep in mind is going for content. The content that you are putting, all these activities, your logo becomes your digital asset. Your website is your digital asset. The content that you put in the website, it can be your photos, your videos, all those activities is your asset. So what are all the content asset that you can build right now? You can have pages, the important pages that you must have in your website. The home page where you enter, about page, about you, your team, terms and conditions must be there, privacy policy must be there, disclaimers if any you have to mention it, and statutory messages. So whatever is the you should also have contact us. All the disclaimers must be mentioned, because let's say if you are offering telemedicine consultation, you must have statutory messages, because there are certain do's and don'ts when you are following telemedicine guidelines. So when you put the statutory messages, your customers have to follow those, and you are also saying that you follow those statutory guidelines, and if they don't follow, you have all the rights to call off the consultation. You can say them to come directly instead of you offering the consultation online, because they are not following the guidelines. So that will be possible when you have statutory messages in place. Then medias, all the medias that you are going to use in your website as well as other areas like social platforms. So the media, the photo, videos and podcasts. So all the photos, the videos that you have or you're going to produce right now, and the podcast, which is the audio format, are all the digital asset and forms which is part of your website content. The next is posts. Pages are the statutory main things about which is talking about your products or services. So you can also add your products, services, what are all the offerings that you have in your hospital or clinic. All those main things you have to add as pages in the pages section. When it comes to posts, posts are something which you are educating your audience, educating your patients who are coming in. So those are all the posts that you put. Either it can be blogs or you can have some articles that you can submit on various platforms that are available online today. These blogs and these article submissions will add value to you in terms of adding trust and visibility. So these even the blogs also adds trust and visibility for you. So these are the important aspects we are knowing about in your website. You can create knowledge base in your website. This knowledge base will act as a these knowledge base will act as a value add that you are offering to your customers online. You can have PDFs, ebooks, or book, which you will be giving them as a freebie. So what will happen is it will help you in attracting the right customers to you and your website. So you can prepare, you ponder thoughts on what all aspects you can educate your customers. So you prepare PDFs format or ebooks and books which can help your customer audience and which will add value. Again, this also increases trust and visibility. You can bring in traffic to your website. The next is own course or training. So you can offer own course or training, which will again become asset for your website. It becomes a digital asset for you. So the way I am offering course right now, similarly you can also, let's say if you're a diabetes specialist, you can educate your audience in the form of training. So you can gamify so that people take action. If you're a dietitian, if you're a nutrition specialist, or you can be even a doctor, any specialty doctor. You think on, because these things also, one is you are creating digital asset, two, you can also generate additional revenue through this. I'll be talking about this when I'm discussing about additional revenue that you can generate online. And if you are having any product that is related to your domain, your specialty, you can also have a shop, online shop, or e-commerce store where people can buy products from you. Now, let's say if you're ophthalmologist, you can have specs, right? So dental specialist, anything, any products that are related to you, your services, you can also sell products, or you can become affiliate of Amazon and sell through your website. You can also do that. So these are all the content assets that you can create online. Then when you are creating content in terms of video or a podcast or posts or pages, ensure you are following SEO, that is search engine optimization enabled pages and posts, so that your website comes on PageRank. It is taken in indexing in PageRank, so that if whenever people search for the services that you are offering, your page, your website page should come on top. For that, you have to give content that is SEO friendly content, right? So these are all the aspects that you have to remember when you are going about with your website. Also ensure your website, loading speed of your website should be good, because whenever someone is clicking on your website, when it is loading, it should load within at least 5 to 7 seconds. Beyond that, people don't have patience to wait. So for that, you have to optimize your photos and videos. If at all you have any, you should optimize it so that it is loading faster. That is one. If you have high bandwidth hosting space, your website will host faster. Otherwise, if you have many images, many pages that are there, it will load very slowly. That is one. Navigation from one page to another page. Ensure it is customer friendly. Do not create website the way you like. I would suggest that you give the website development to some agencies, so you can tell them how the website has to be. It has to be customer friendly. Now for that, for the website to be customer friendly, you must understand what you want your customers to do in your website, how you want them to go through your website as a customer. So create something called customer journey. When they come to your website, you should have an end objective, what your customers have to achieve by coming to your website. So there should be a call to action button. There should be something for call to action. It can be book us a appointment now, or give us your number, we will call you back. Something like that. You should have call to action in place, right? So whenever you are building your pages, building your website, think from the perspective of a layman. The content, the words that you use must be layman friendly, should be in a position to understand what you are talking about. So that should be the simplicity of the language that you use in your website, because you don't know who is reading, and medical jargons or medical terminologies or the jargons that you use, your audience will not be able to understand. So maintain simplicity. So when you are building your website, map the customer journey. Based on that, you have the navigation details, which your developer will be able to help you in a better way. So have these things in mind and build a website that will attract more traffic to your website and have more customers. In the comment section, write what is your takeaway from the session and what all things you are going to implement in your website which you felt you have missed.